7 wins on the year, all in the modified division. The Masters built J. Dickens powered Jim Beeman lumber entry.
Next driver on the speedway will be the driver, the second-generation driver. Out of Florence, Kentucky, it's going to be Trevor Landrum, 3-time track champion here at Florence Speedway. T-Mac Tim McCready behind him, 2-time and reigning Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion in the 39. That'll be the 12 of Racing Jason Jameson. In the Winley Motorsports number 12 out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. As those are the first drivers on the track for a first wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
32 Castrol FloRacing Night in America Super Late Models signed in here tonight, and Dirt Draft Hot Laps underway. They'll be divided into Group A and B tonight for Sunoco Race Fuels Qualifying. Tyler Erb, fastest car so far. Dirt Draft Hot Laps 16.571. Now Devin Moran moves up to the top of the board. As we talked about, DJ, it has been a warm, sunny afternoon here in Florence Speedway, Walton, Kentucky, and the track staff, they've been working hard on it. I think we're going to have a great track here tonight.
No, I absolutely agree, man. As Josh wanted to wait just a few extra minutes, get a little bit of extra water in the racetrack, and make sure that the track was in tip-top shape. As you'd mentioned, Devin Moran the quickest in this first wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps with a 1:5.565.
And it's Tyler Erb, Adam Stricker, Jonathan Davenport, Tim McCready. Next set of cars make their way out. Driver that battled for a win last night at Clarksville Speedway came up a little bit short. Car number 7 of Ricky Weiss out of Headingley, Manitoba, the Vic-Hill-powered Sniper race car, sponsored by G-Style Transport, Martell Brands, and Collins Brothers Towing, all sponsors on the 5-time winner this year. Behind him in car B5, our defending series champion and 4-time World of Outlaws champion, Brandon Shepard out of New Berlin, Illinois, the Shepard Griggs Racing True Temper Camo Budweiser Cornet Powered Longhorn for Brandon Shepard in B5.
Next driver on the speedway behind him will be the driver of the PCC Motorsports, Clyburn Tank Lines number 11. That's going to be Spencer Hughes out of Causeyville, Mississippi. He'll be followed by the driver of the Roberts Racing 58. That's Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson in the Messia Valley Transportation, Kennebeth Roberts Racing entry.
And rolling at the flag stand out of Verona, Kentucky, 4 wins on the year. Josh Rice in the Block Spike Dice, Sanasis Construction, Vic-Hill powered Rocket. Josh Rice, a 4-time winner this year, the current points leader and defending track champion. Behind him, his brother, that's James Rice. Limited starts this year, only about 4 for the driver, currently 5th in the track standings. The Airmax Heating and Cooling, Quality Electrostatic Painting, Dargy powered Rocket XR1 for James Rice.
Behind him will be another driver we wasn't sure was going to be here. He makes the trip over, though, had some good runs here in the past in the North-South 100. That's going to be the driver out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia. That is Zach Dome. Zach Dome of the Tim Short Auto Group Dome Cycle Shop sponsored Longhorn number 17, and he'll be followed out by the driver formerly out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada, now calling Monterey, Tennessee home. It's Ricky Weiss in the Turk Enterprises G-Style Transportation sponsored number 7.
What about this field tonight, DJ?
Oh, spectacular.
What about this field? What about these headsets? Let's go as we get set now. Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And the fastest car in the first set was Devin Moran, 16.565. It's the green flag is out on the speedway. Again, drivers getting these race cars tuned up, tuned in, getting ready for Sunoco Race Fuels Qualifying. That'll set the 4 heat race lineups here tonight. Top 4 out of the heat races move on. Top 2 out of the B mains move on. If we don't have to use any provisionals for positions 21 and 22, we'll take up to 3 out of each B main here tonight at Florence Speedway, Walton, Kentucky, on a beautiful and warm final day of May 31st, 2023. Checkered flag drops, and Mike Marlar, interesting, as we missed the 157, but he goes to the top of the leaderboard. Mike Marlar, the final car in that set that came out in the 157, fresh off a $10,000 win with the Ultimate Heart of America last night at Clarksville Speedway. And he's a former winner here at Florence Speedway. The Delco Equipment Sales, Bill Stein, Messia Valley Transportation, Clements Powered Longhorn for Mike Marlar, 7th in the Castrol FloRacing Night in America standings. Former World of Outlaws champion with 4 wins on the year, our fastest car we've seen so far.
Yeah, Zach Dome turned a good lap. He's second quick in that wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps, Ben, with a 1:6.339 as we bring the next drivers out on the speedway. They'll be led out by the driver that's the current series points leader out of Martinsville, Indiana, on the Swaybert Calf Ranches Valvoline Rocket 1. That's going to be the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill, and he'll be followed by a driver that's a 3-time Florence Speedway track champion of the Joe Lay & Sons Plumbing sponsored number 33. That is Jesse James Lay.
And cars continue to make their way out. The 20 car, that'll be Tristan Chamberlain, the talented young driver out of Richmond, Indiana, the Bloomquist Dargy powered Keg Technologies Weber Motorsports entry for the driver of the 20 TC, rolling out of turn number 4 and rolling right behind him. First time ever to race with the series. That'll be the 317 coming to us out of Richmond, Indiana for Blake Creech, the Pardos Towing, all about asphalt, Dargy powered Rocket XR1.
Shout out to his dad, Hoghead Jeremy Creech. Finally got his first Eldora Speedway win there a few weeks back. They'll be followed out by the driver of the number 5 in. That's the second generation driver out of Batesville, Indiana, Dustin Nobby, and the Nobby's Lawnmower Service sponsored entry. And Ben, he'll be followed out by a driver that we got to talk to, him and his family back in the pit area. From Walton, Kentucky, it's going to be Ethan Toder in the Earl Ramey powered CVR race car.
Get those French Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's right. Toder's Isle of Frenchies. They breed their own French Bulldogs. Toder's Isle of Frenchies. A to B Contracting, LRM Worldwide, sponsored number 23T.
Final car on the speedway down the back straightaway out of Brimfield, Illinois. Tim Lance, the Carl Auto Group Digital Copy Systems Outpace Race Products car number 48. And Tim coming to us after picking up a new Longhorn race car. And on the way back to Illinois, he's racing here tonight. And final car rolling down the middle of the back straightaway in car 21 out of Walton, Kentucky, the Big Show, Robbie Hensley, 7th in the track standings. The Wingate Crane Services, iDrive Auto Sales Pro Power Racing Engine Rocket XR1 for Robbie Hensley.
The Big Show, Robbie Hensley, a 2-time Florence Speedway track champion. Fun story, Ben. It's been several years ago now, but Brad Greer, the former track announcer here at Florence Speedway, was unable to make a race here one Saturday many years ago. And so Josh King called me. I made a long drive down about 3.5 hours, come down here and announce. Robbie Hensley got the win that night. So Robbie and I, we always kind of joke we have that connection. I got to call Robbie Hensley's first ever super late model win, and it happened that night at Florence Speedway.
And now you're back tonight.
I'm back tonight. You never know. The Big Show might win a Big Show here tonight at Florence Speedway.
How about Dustin Nobby, an Indiana driver? Fast, early, second fastest. Hudson O'Neill out of the top of the leaderboard. The driver of the 1 car, Heartbreak City at the Show Me 100, had advanced 13 spots. Mechanical issues got him late.
Yeah, Nobby going to be second quick, Robbie Hensley third quick, but HUD, the quickest driver in that wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps with a 1:6.241. Again, if you've not yet done so, set your DirtDraft.com fantasy lineups. Talked to Clint Dahl and the gang there earlier in the week, and they said we have got plenty of T-shirts to give away. Continue giving away the T-shirts. Give away T-shirts even if they aren't ours. All you have to do is use that promo code FLORACING, and that is for new Dirt Draft subscribers, and you will get your choice of T-shirt.
Leading the next set of cars out in car number 1, the Garrison Motorsports Slick Rollers Weber Motorsports Club 29. That's Darrell Lanigan out of Union, Kentucky in car 1. Behind him, Heartbreak City for that driver last Saturday night, but he's back tonight looking for redemption out of Martinsville, Indiana. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the 20 RT.
And the Joe Lay and Sons Plumbing, sponsor number 33, AJ. That is Austin Lay, the second generation driver. He'll be followed out by the driver of the MGL Auto Sales Keltner Contracting, Ratliff Racing, sponsor number 18D out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson.
In car 28, first time here since 2018, your defending World of Outlaws champion. That'll be cart number 28 of Dennis Erb Jr., the Vomac Truck Cells, Clements Powered Rocket XR1, 3 wins on the year, 2 with the Tour. And behind him, in car number 2, that will be Stormy Scott out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, the Rancho Milagro Racing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Eagle Moon Farms, Clements Powered Longhorn for Stormy Scott in car 2S.
Final 2 cars on the speedway, Ben, in the Rio Grande Wave Services, All Guy Incorporated, Hooker Trucking 32 out of Oakwood, Illinois. That's the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, currently second in the series point standings. And one other driver on the track for this hot lap session of the Performance Motorsports 4G out of Camden, Ohio. That's going to be Cody Evans, as Dustin Nobby. Just when I thought he pulled in, but he was in that last hot lap group, he went across the scales to check and make sure that all's good. All is good, absolutely.
Well, Bobby Pierce goes to the top of the leaderboard in car 32, 6-time winner this year, second. The Castrol FloRacing Night in America standings, a 15.979. Looking for his first series win of the year with us. Second also in the World of Outlaws standings. Actually, I think he's slid back to third now, but Bobby Pierce, 6 wins on the year. The Vic Hill Powered Longhorn, and he is second, you're right. As the cars make their way to the infield, DJ, I think that's going to be the final wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps, and Bobby Pierce, 15.979, the time to beat at Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And what does that get him?
Doesn't get him anything. A free T-shirt if he goes to dirtdraft.com and is not already a current subscriber. No surprise, though. Pierce has been good here in the past. Ben, of course, he won the 2016 North-South 100 and grabbed the Spring 50 win here back in 2019.
He's been really good here, and right now a really talented Phil. The mods are making their way out. Carl Cruzy going to be on the call with that one for the mods and the crates tonight. Right now it's time for the mods.
Look at this. Carl, we got you your own headset and everything, man. I mean, you're a member of the team here. You are an honorary Castrol FloRacing.
We gave him a Tangled headset, but we give him a headset just the same.
It looks like before my AirPods, it looked like every pack of earbuds that I own. You toss them in your laptop bag, you roll them up all nice and neat, and I don't know what happens on the flight, man, but those things end up in a tangled up mess, or Christmas lights, either one. Well, like, Carl, good to have you, man. Good to have you on board, brother. You were on. You were good.
All right, there we go. All right, our second group of Florence Speedway modifieds making their way to the Speedway now. 22 modified strong tonight. I believe we got 24 crates. Here on the front straightaway, white and black, purple number 41. That is Daniel Diener. Daniel Diener out of Florence, Kentucky. Nicholas Bird in the number 10. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio. There's Aiden Hines from Loveland, Ohio, in the black number 9H. Richard Gibson in the number 15. He's out of Walton, Kentucky. Right behind him, the number 7C from Dillsboro, Indiana. That is Anthony Cheney. Also see Steve Clemens out there in the 75C. Steve from Chillicothe, Ohio. As it looks like that's everybody here for Group 2. Looks like it's going to be 3 groups of modifieds. Then we'll have 3 groups of our crates. And then back to qualifying for the super late models. And we're back to green. Steve Clemens there in the number 75C. There's Nicholas Bird in the number 10. Lots of speed this year at the Florence Speedway. Daniel Diener in the number 41. Multiple feature winner here. Back to Aiden Hines in the black number 9H. As it looks like checkered flag is going to fly here for group number 2. So these drivers will make their way to the infield, and our final group of modifieds will make their way out onto the speedway. Glad everybody's made the trip out to the Florence Speedway for Wednesday night racing. You know we are here every Saturday night, just about. This Saturday it's $1 days. That means dollar food items, dollar drinks, dollar beers. Yes, dollar beers. And it's this Saturday, coming up June 3rd. As we'll continue with our modified hot laps, looks like our final group of modifieds. On the racetrack now, the red number 25, that's Dennis Roberson. Roberson out of Paris, Kentucky. And there's Trent Green in the white number 14. Behind him is Carson Freeman in the black number 4F. Down to turn number 1 from Hamilton, Ohio. That is the number 3. That is Brian Gray. And there's Jimmy Lennox, the Maysville, Kentucky driver, in the number 8 down to turns 1 and 2. And the number 9, Matt Hamilton. Good to see Matt over here at the Florence Speedway. Behind him, Cole Falloway in the white and green, number 66. Keep an eye on Falloway. He will be tough tonight for sure. Roberson in the 25. Trent Green in the 14. He'll be another one to keep an eye on tonight. It's a brand new race car for 2023 for that team. They've really been working it out and really getting that thing going forward. Carson Freeman in the number 4. They've been struggling on the handle on that car. It's like they're starting to head in the right direction at least. And checkered flag on our third and final group of modifieds. So 22 modifieds, everybody will make the show. These drivers have drawn for their starting positions, so there'll be no qualifying in the modifieds or the crate late models. It's all about those points, the passing points and finish points. It's accumulation of both. Whoever has the most points, that's who's going to start up front. All right, so our first of 3 groups of crate late models. Car on the racetrack, the black and orange number 9 from Hebron, Kentucky. That is Josh Dietz. Multiple feature winner here at the Florence Speedway. He'll definitely want to keep your eye on. Right behind him, the number 6, that is Calvin Carlton from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And the pair coming down the front straightaway, the 44. That is Tommy Carlton in the white number 44. And Caleb Miller from Georgetown, Kentucky in the 8M. The number 20, that is Glenn Hounshell. He's from Paint Lick, Kentucky in the 20H. As we're going green here for group number 1 for your Dollar General crate late models. Alvin Carlton and the number 6. And there's the 29J of Jordan Weaver. Bloomington, Indiana driver. Here with us just this past Saturday, showing lots of speed in the number 29. So checkered flags out for group number 1. Josh Dietz there in the number 9, finishing his hot laps. So 24 crates, that'll be a full field tonight. Everybody will make the show. We'll start all 24 cars. As group number 1 will make their way back to the pit area. Group 2 out to the speedway now. Looks like Brad Rickles, the first car out, the number 7 out of Verona, Kentucky. Behind him, the Hanover, Indiana driver, the number 77K, that is Joey Kramer. And making the trek up from Louisville, Kentucky, the 14 JR, that's Dwight Smith. And behind him from Cincinnati, Ohio, the number 95R, Gary Ray Jr. And the number 9B, longtime Florence Speedway competitor from Milford, Ohio, that is Kevin Blair. Kevin Blair in the 9B. And Caleb Faulkner in the black and red, number 83, out of Columbus, Indiana. And it looks like the final car here in group number 2 is going to be the number 94. That is Jordan Hedger out of Crittenden, Kentucky. And Pete will give him the green flag, group number 2. And checkered flag is out here for Dollar General Creighton late model hot lap session number 2. And Caleb Faulkner there with trouble on turns 3 and 4 in the number 83. But this session's still complete. So everybody will make their way to the infield, back to the pit area. We'll move on to our final group of hot laps. So definitely been a busy week here at the Florence Speedway. Just had the Boss Sprint Cars here this past Saturday. FloRacing Night in America here tonight. Another Dollar Days coming up this Saturday. Next Saturday, on the 10th, the monster trucks are invading the Florence Speedway. Make sure you head to FlorenceSpeedway.com. Get some advance tickets while they're still at a discounted rate. They will go up closer to the show, but monster trucks coming up on the 10th here at the Speedway. All right, our third and final group making their way out on the racetrack now. Looks like Logan Kirkman in the number 1K. First driver out on the racetrack for group number 3. Right behind him, that's the 317C from Richmond, Indiana. That is Jeremy Creech. Then from Versailles, Indiana, the number 28W. That is Bill Wagner. Wagner in the number 28. Then it's the number 11. From Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, the 11D, that is Daniel Dial. And already with one feature win this year out of Union, Kentucky, the number 5V, that is Billy Vaughn. Right behind him, the white number 48 from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, that is Steve Stratton. Steve Stratton in the number 48. White number 14 down at turn number 1, that is Trent Green from Milton, Kentucky. And Landon Arcaro with us in the number 72 out of Metamora, Indiana. All right, that looks like everybody here for Group 3. Green flag is out, our final session of hot laps. Back to the Supers for qualifying next. Blake Creech in that 317 doing double duty, running a super and a crate late model tonight. And checkered flag is out. All right, that'll do it for hot laps, for modifieds, and your Dollar General crate late models. All practice now complete. We are set for qualifying for your super late models. Turn things back over to DJ and Ben.
Thank you very much, Carl. As we get set for Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying here tonight at Florence Speedway. So far this year, 5 different drivers have topped Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying. Mike Marlar has done it twice. DJ, he did it in our first event of the year at Eldora Speedway, which, oh, by the way, he won. And he was also our Sunoco Race Fuels fast qualifier at Davenport Speedway.
That's right.
Back on May 17th. So we get set now. We'll send 3 cars at a time, Group A and B. And the way they qualify in Group A will make heat races 1 and 2. Group B will make up heat races 3 and 4. Your first qualifier tonight, and the Corey Fosfet Crew Chief, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Fast Shafts, Dynagrow Seed, Lucas Oil Products, Cornet Powered Longhorn. It's Jonathan Davenport, 7-time winner on the year, our inaugural series champion in car 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. Your second qualifier tonight, making his debut with the series, Cole Perrine out of Lowell, Ohio. The Longhorn Dickens-powered Matt's Custom Auto, Bill Stein QuickTime Performance, all auto and truck, car number C8. And your third qualifier in Group A will be car 39, your 2-time defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion out of Watertown, New York. It's Tim McCready in the Paylor Motorsports, Mega Plumbing and HVAC, Mega Electrical Services, Bill Stein, ArmsList.com, Racing for Heroes, Speedworks, Lucas Oil, Integris Risk Solutions. Car number 39, the Cornet Powered Longhorn, 2 wins on the year, DJ, but those came back at Volusia Speedway Park. T-Mac's been to victory lane here at Florence tonight. He would love to get back tonight, and he's currently 4th in our standings and 4th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series standings.
Yeah, you mentioned he's been to victory lane here at Florence. Of course, he's a 2-time North-South 100 champion. Is Tim McCready, and you mentioned those 2 wins he came way back at Volusia. That team, they keep plugging away, man. They keep getting a little closer and a little closer. And you got a feeling that Donald and Gina Bradshaw and Paylor Motorsports 39 is going to be in victory lane sooner rather than later. And hey, what a good time! The money is just starting to heat up. I was talking to Ricky Thornton Jr. about that back in the pit area too. A driver could really come in and make a lot of money over the next few weeks, man. Between $23,000 here tonight. Of course, you've got. You got actually $60,000 on the line.
On Friday.
$10,000 on Friday and $50,000 on Saturday with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at West Virginia.
I love Blake Anderson. He came up. He went to go pit report. He left his microphone up here, but he came back to get it, so that counts.
Well, he had his Gatorade at least.
I love Blake. He bought me ice cream. He's my BFF. You're out. He's in. But yeah, no, to your point, between over the next 3 days, 80,000 plus for one of these drivers if you can win all 3 of these events. And then, a little race up in Rossburg, Ohio called the Dirt Late Model Dream next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you sweep that, then you've climbed over $150,000 if you can win both your prelims and the $129,000 to win finale. So a lot of big money on the line as we get set for Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying here tonight. 3 at a time, DJ.
That's
don't
right.
Trip the clocks. And
they'll be on the green, man. They'll be on the hammer. So they exit the racetrack there, right there on your screen. You see Jonathan Davenport pulling out.
I do.
That is at the top of turn number 3. They're going to be on the hammer, and they will take the green flag immediately when they come by the flag stand.
Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying underway. Blairsville, Georgia's Jonathan Davenport on the hammer. He's on the green. He's joined by Cole Perrine, the Ohio driver, and the 39 of New York native Tim McCready as we're underway with Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying here tonight at Florence Speedway in round 7 of Castrol FloRacing Night in America.
First lap time about to go up for Superman Jonathan Davenport, 1:05.625. First lap time for Cole Perrine, that brand new Longhorn, 1:06.269, and the first lap time for the 39 of Timmy McCready. He's second quick with a 1:05.989. Second final time around for Superman Jonathan Davenport is not as good. He will stay fastest though. Second lap time for Cole Perrine, not as good. He will rest on lap 1 and be third quick. And the second time around for Tim McCready is a little bit better. He'll stay second quick. His lap time, best lap time, 1:05.752. But Jonathan Davenport, as you see on the scoreboard over in turn number 3, lays down the early time to beat Ben. His best lap, a 1:05.625.
Up next, Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio. 3-time winner this year, most recently the Show Me 100 at Lucas Oil Speedway, the Lazy Day RV, Double Down Motorsports, Big River Steel, Bill Stein, McHugh, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram, Fiat, Smoky Mountain Speedway, CarSourceAuto.com, and AccuForce Cornet Powered Longhorn for Devin Moran. Car number 18, Trevor Landrum out of Florence, Kentucky. The Valvoline Carry Toyota, the Backyard Grill, Carthage Auto Parts, Hometown HVAC, Dargy Powered Entry. Fourth in the series standings. And Tyler Urban, the 1T out of New Waverly, Texas. The Clements Powered Rocket XR1, bulk material lift, base racing fuels, first class septic, Anthony's Beats and Sandy Weld Incorporated, 1T.
Devin Moran goes third quick on his first lap. Tyler Erb, fourth fastest. Trevor Landrum, sixth fastest. Devin Moran, second lap. Not as good. He'll stay third quick. Best lap, 15th, 9.26. Second lap time for Trevor Landrum, a little better. He'll be fifth quick, 1.6219. And the second lap time for Tyler Erb, also a hair better. He'll be fourth quick with a 1.5946 after 6 cars. Jonathan Davenport, the time to beat, 1.5625.
Up next out of Batavia, Ohio, it'll be Adam Stricker, third in the track standing. 7 mod wins on the year for the driver of the Jim Beeman Lumber, McCarter Farms, Mats, Graphics and Wraps, Tennessee Homemade Wads, J. Dickens Powered Masters built for Adam Stricker. Jason Jameson in car number 12 out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Weinley Motorsports, the dirt track at Edgewater Sports Park, Michael J's Auto Sales and Napa Autos Parts, all sponsors on that number 12 car. And Spencer Hughes in car number 11 out of Causeyville, Mississippi. 1 win on the year for the driver of the Craig and Shannon Sims, PCC Motorsports, Clyburn Tank Lines, Professional Concrete Cutting Services, Link Construction, and Clyburn Tank Lines, Cornet Powered Longhorn for Spencer Hughes.
Spence going to go third quick on lap 1. Good lap, 1.5908. Second lap time for Adam Stricker. Not as good. His best lap, lap 1, 6 quick, 1.6158. Second lap time for Jason Jameson is his best lap. He's still 9th quick out of 9 with a 1.6597. And the second lap time for Spencer Hughes, not as good. He'll rest on lap number 1, 1.5908. He's third quick. Tim McCready second. Jonathan Davenport still your leader after 9 cars.
Up next out of Headingley, Manitoba, it's Ricky Weiss in car 7, the G-Style Transport, Martell Brands, Collins Brothers Towing, Keywat Truck Service, Derek Sandblasting, Weisner Trucking, Dryden, Vic Hill Powered Sniper Race Car, the 5-time winner, Ricky Weiss this year. The number 15 of James Rice. James coming to us out of Verona, Kentucky. The Max Heating and Cooling, Quality Electrostatic Painting, Chain Locker Sunoco, Dargy Powered Rocket XR1 for James Rice. And Brandon Shepard, defending series champion, the B5 out of New Berlin, Illinois. The Shepard Riggs Racing, True Temper Camo, Budweiser, Dennis G. Woodworth Attorney Law, Wild Gear, and Integra Shocks. Cornet Powered Longhorn for Brandon Shepard, a 3-time winner this year.
Shep going to go 6th quick on his first lap. James Rice 10th quick. Ricky Weiss 12th fastest. Second lap time for Ricky Weiss is a little better, but he's still 12th quick. 1.6. No, check that. 8th quick. 1.6175. James Rice's second lap. His best lap. He's 11th fastest. 1.6349. And the second and final lap time for Brandon Shepard. He shuts it down going across the line. Second lap not as good. He'll rest on lap 1, a 1.6032. He is 6th quick. Davenport 1.5625. The time to beat after 12.
Up next, it's Josh Rice out of Verona, Kentucky. The Block Spike Dice, Sanasis Construction, Extreme Sportswear, Map and Right Engineering, Maxwell Trucking, Chain Walker, Vic Hill Powered Rocket. 4 wins on the year for your current points leader and defending track champion. The 157 of Mike Marlar, 4-time winner on the year. The Delta Equipment Sales, Bill Stein, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Can-Am Auto, Salvage Capital Signs, Petrov Towing, Clements Powered Longhorn, and I think we're going to send 2 at a time in this set. We'll see if anybody can get to the top where JD sets.
Josh Rice 7th quick on lap 1, and he does. Mike Marlar to the top of the leaderboard, Ben, with a 1.5613. Second and final lap time for Josh Rice is not as good. He'll rest on lap 1, a 1.6115. He is 8th quick. Marlar already quick time in Sunoco Race Fuels Time Trials. His second lap is not as good, but Mike Marlar, now the fastest driver in Group A with a 1.5613. Ben, we've got, I believe, 2 drivers left to qualify.
Yes, sir. Out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Garrett Alberson, the Nutrien Ag Solutions Fast Shafts, Dunright.tv, Sunoco Race Fuels, Stuckey Enterprises, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Lucas Oil, Bill Sports Shop, and Bill Stein, Clements Powered Longhorn for Garrett Alberson with 1 win on the year, and Zach Dome in car number 17. Only a handful of starts on the year for the Cross Lanes West Virginia driver. There's Tim Short Auto Group, Way Forward Covering, Dome Cycles, Octane Race Products, Daggett Reynolds, Big Hill Powered Longhorn for Zach Dome.
14th quick for Garrett Alberson on lap 1, a 1.6.421. Zach Dome's first lap time. 11th quick, 1.6209. Second and final time around for the driver of the Roberts Racing, number 58. That's Garrett Alberson. And his second lap time is better. He'll move up to 9th quick with a 1.6.122. Zach Dome looking to improve on lap number 2. He was a 16.209 first lap. Second lap, not as good. 1.6323, and that'll wrap up Sunoco Race Fuels Time Trials for Group A. The first half of the field, it's Mike Marlar laying down the quick time in Group A with a 1.5.613. Jonathan Davenport, second quick, 1.5625. Those 2 drivers will start on the pole control of heat races 1 and 2. They'll be joined alongside by third quick Tim McCready with a 1.5752 and Spencer Hughes with a 1.5908. Blake Anderson, go ahead.
Well, if it holds, it's his 4th career quick time with the series. Most of anybody. Boy, Mike Marlar trying to change his luck, DJ, the last couple of nights with Castrol FloRacing Night in America. It's been nothing less than just bad luck, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, he's gone from the points lead to 6th in the standings. And of those 4 fast times, if he sets fast time tonight in Sunoco Racefields Qualifying, DJ, that would be his 3rd on the year.
Unbelievable, man.
Well, up next, it's going to be Jesse Lay out of Walton, Kentucky, currently 2nd in the track standings. The Joe Lay & Sons Plumbing Company, J. Palmer Construction, Wendelstedt Wholesale Plumbing Supply, and Marshall Auto Group, all sponsors on that Dargy MB Customs number 33, the 3-time track champion. Joined on the speedway by the 20 TC. That will be Tristan Chamberlain. Tristan Chamberlain will be your 2nd qualifier in this group, the 15-year-old out of Richmond, Indiana. The Keg Technologies, Weber Motorsports, DCE Fabrication, CS Prototyping, Car 20 TC. And your 3rd qualifier, our current points leader here in Castrol FloRacing Night in America, out of Martinsville, Indiana. It'll be Hudson O'Neill, a 7-time winner this year, currently 2nd in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series standings. The Valvoline VR1 Racing Oil, Soyber Calf Ranches, O'Neill and Salvage and Recycling, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Durham-powered Rocket XR1 for Hudson O'Neill as we're underway Sunoco Racefields Group B qualifying tonight at Florence Speedway.
So we'll wipe the slate clean, and the way these drivers qualify the second half of the field, Ben, that'll set the stage for heat races 3 and 4 here tonight, keeping in mind that Mike Marlar has the overall quick time with a 1.5.613 here in Sunoco Racefields time trials. First 3 drivers are on the qualifying clock. First driver to lay down a lap is going to be Tristan Chamberlain.
Jesse Lee got a 16.515 on his first lap.
Well, my internet must have went out on my iPad. Jesse Lay with a 1.6515. Tristan Chamberlain a 1.6862. And Hudson O'Neill with a 1.6873. Second and final time around for those 3 drivers. We'll see if anybody is able to improve on lap number 2. And they are not. So they are. Hudson O'Neill improves on lap 2 with a 1.6268. So that will be the time to beat in Group B. I got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, our next 3 qualifiers will make their way to the speedway, and it'll be Tim Lance in car 48 out of Brimfield, Illinois. The Carl Auto Group, Digital Copy Systems, Outpace Race Products, Pro Power Racing Engine, Longhorn. Brand new race car for that driver. And the 23T car, that'll be Ethan Toder out of DeMossville, Kentucky. The Earl Ramey Racing Engine CDR chassis, sponsored by Toder's Isle of Frenchies, ATB Contracting, and IRM Worldwide, along with the 21 car of Robbie Hensley out of Walton, Kentucky. The Wingate Crane Service, iDrive Auto Sales, Smooth Moves Realtors, and Triple Crown Chiropractic, Pro Power Racing Engine, Rocket XR1 for Robbie Hensley.
First lap times going up on the board, and Tim Lance with a 1.5070. Oh my. Robbie Hensley with a 1.641492, and Ethan Toder with a 1.6784. So Tim Lance, now the time to beat them with a 1.6070.
Horns up, brand new Longhorn.
Move over, Refrigerator Perry.
Coming up next, it'll be the 317 of Blake Creech out of Richmond, Indiana. And the Pardo's Towing, All About Asphalt, Hand and Fork, Wildlife Motors, Dargy-powered Rocket XR1, Dustin Nobby in car 5N. The driver coming to us out of Batesville, Indiana, the Rocket XR1, Clements, Nobby Mower Shop, Spencer's Leading Land Care, and C-Tech Tool and Machine, all sponsors of that entry. And Ricky Thornton Jr. in the 20 RT makes his way out to the speedway. Thornton out of Martinsville, Indiana. That's SI Motorsports, Hoker Trucking, Excel 4 covering Big River Steel, Varsity Screen Printing for the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, and 6th in the Castrol standings, Ricky Thornton Jr.
How about Blake Creech going 3rd quick on lap 1, Ben, with a 1.6444. RTJ goes 2nd fastest on his first lap. As the second and final lap time for Dustin Nobby, 7th quick. That's his best lap, 1.6620. Second and final lap time for RTJ, a little better. He'll stay 2nd quick with a 1.6181. After 9 qualifiers, Tim Lance, the time to beat in Group B with a 1.6070.
Coming up next, it'll be Darrell Lanigan out of Union, Kentucky in the Garrison Motorsports number 1L, Stormy Scott in the 2S out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Cody Evans out of Camden, Ohio in the 4G. Darrell Lanigan in the Slick Rollers, Darrell Lanigan Racing, Weber Motorsports, Lanigan Construction, Club 29, the final race car he built, and the 2S of Stormy Scott, the Clements Powered Longhorn, Rancho Milagro Racing, Eagle Moon Farms, Top of the World Ranch 2S, and Cody Evans in the 4G The Rocket XR1 Vic Hill Power Performance Transport, Base Racing Fuels, tracks out Auto Cells, Penske Shocks 4G for Cody Evans, your next qualifiers on the Speedway.
Daryl Lanigan, 4th quick on lap 1. Ben Stormy Scott, 2nd quick on his first lap, and Cody Evans, first time around, 7th fastest, second and final lap time for Daryl Lanigan. Lanigan's second lap better. He'll be 5th quick, 1:06.307 his best lap. Second lap time for Stormy Scott. He goes to the top of the leaderboard with a 1:06.023. And Cody Evans, 4th quick. 3 good lap times laid down by those drivers. Cody Evans, 4th fastest. Stormy Scott, though, the time to beat now with a 1:06.023 after 12 cars.
Up next, it'll be Austin Lay out of Walton, Kentucky. Then be Custom Dargy Power, Joe Lay and Sons Plumbing, Wendelson Wholesale Plumbing Supply, Marshall Auto Group, Palmer Racing, and Webb's Excavating, all sponsors on that entry. The 32 will send 2 in this set. That'll be Bobby Pierce. Bobby Pierce in car number 32 out of Oakwood, Illinois. The Longhorn Vic Hill Power, Rio Grande Waste Services, Carnegie Towing, Allgaier Incorporated, Toyota of Danville, Ted Brown Paint and Body, A+ Vacuum, Mississippi Valley Transportation entry for Bobby Pierce. That's your next 2 qualifiers.
Again, they're trying to get to Stormy Scott's lap time of a 1:06.023. Bobby Pierce does it, 1:05.848. That is quick time in Group B for the Oakwood, Illinois driver. Austin Lay, 12th quick on his first lap. We'll see if he's able to better himself on lap number 2. He does, but he stays 12th. Actually, he does not on lap 2. He'll be 12th quick, and the second lap time for Bobby Pierce also not as good. Doesn't matter. The smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, now atop the leaderboard with a 1:05.848. Ben, just 2 drivers left to qualify.
It'll be Dennis Herb Jr. out of Carpentersville, Illinois. The Vomac Truck Sales, McBride Mac, Ideal Ready Mix, Tools Auto Sales, PRC, Kaiser Manufacturing, Integra Shocks, Collins Science, Clements Powered, Rocket XR1. 3 wins on the year, 2 of them on Castrol FloRacing Night in America. And Dalton Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. The Clements Racing Engine, Longhorn by Wills, Ratliff Racing, Grantley Farms, MGL Auto Sales, Counter Construction, Buddha by Burt, Honeycut Custom Cabinets, all sponsors for Dalton Wilson, 8th in the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series standings.
Dennis Herb Jr., 2nd quick, Ben, 1:05.981. Dalton Wilson, 5th quick, 1:06.087. Does either of them have anything for Bobby Pierce? 2 good laps being thrown down the first time around. Second lap time for Dennis Herb Jr., not as good, 1:06.030. He'll be 2nd quick. Big Perm comes off the 4th corner. His second lap time also not as good. He will be 5th fastest, and that will unofficially wrap up Sunoco Race Fuels qualifying here this evening in Group B. It was the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, laying down the best lap with a 1:05.848. Dennis Herb Jr., 2nd quick with a 1:05.981. Those 2 drivers will start on the pole of their respective heats, which will be heat races 3 and 4. And joining them alongside will be 3rd quick Stormy Scott with a 1:06.023. And Tim Lance, the Brimfield, Illinois driver, laying down the 4th fastest lap of the night in that new Longhorn with a 1:06.070.
Well, Blake Anderson, you called it. Mike Marlar to know tonight's Sunoco Race Fuels Fast Qualifier, 4th time in his career, 3rd of the year. Blake, is tonight the night that Mike gets things off his back? He got $10,000 last night at Clarksville Speedway.
Yeah, you got it. He's been fast with us all year. It was really fast at Davenport, battling